To the audience Q&A. I want to go down to Niko. I saw a clip of you online doing interpretive dance to best express how your feelings about Rat earning a seat at the table. And I'm wondering, how you would best express your hopes for Rat in season 7 through interpretive dance, or?
Do you want me to do an interpretive?
Yes, please.
Yes. Welcome to Comic-Con. Do a dance.
What am I expressing again?
Just your hopes for Rat in season 7.
Okay.
Don't take your clothes off.
Again, I don't know if it's quite interpretive dance, but all I can really do is pray. I don't have an interpretive dance for that.
Nothing. Okay.
I can just hope and pray.
And we're going to end with Dayton. We always love our Unser. I'm always amazed at what Unser can stomach, whether that's cleaning up Piney's murder, being carved up by white supremacists. Was there ever a part of you that thought, crap, now that Otto is gone, Sutter is going to make me be the one who suffers?
Every year.
Every year.
I wonder what plan he's got for me, But that trailer just scared the hell out of me. That scared the hell out of me.
And one final question from me for the entire panel. I want to start with Kurt. If you can take one thing from the set when the show wraps, what would it be? And guys, you can't say your cuts because that is too easy.
I want to take Drea home.
Kurt?
I'd take my wife.
I'll take you too.
That's great. I would take Charlie's sock.
The sea sock.
Oh, man. I would take my husband and Gemma's shoes.
I'm going to take my bike. Spike the bike. It's coming over.
Boone?
I really thought you would have said Walter. Jesus, I guess I don't know, Charlie.
Tommy?
The love of my brothers and my sisters on the show.
That was so unbelievable. That was like, what a setup for me to go in. I was gonna make a joke, and now he says that. You know what? I'm gonna echo. It is our last time doing this as a cast, so I would say that too. I mean, this show is a massive, massive family, and I think that's why it radiates so well to the audience, because we absolutely love each other and respect each other more than anything. So that love and respect, I would love to take that to every single project ever after this, because it's the greatest thing ever.
Dayton?
I want to take my trailer home.
He's actually moved into it.
He lives there, actually.
It isn't what I want to take, it's what I'm taking. The best education, the best friends, and the best memories that no one is ever taking from me again.
You're making Katey cry up here.
I want to take my boots from the first.
Lady boots.
And I want to keep one for myself and gift one to Tommy Flanagan.
Appreciate that, Nick.
I'm going to stick with Dayton. I want to have him stuffed and put over my fireplace.
It's not that hard.
And maybe one last thing from all of us. A show like this doesn't happen. It's not created like by magic. It's not put together from some ancient robot. There's one guy who gave us all a job. He gave us all opportunity to please you and to shock you and surprise you and to rock your world and to make you feel stuff for 7 damn years. And I tell you, I worked in television a long time. It's hard to find a person who can do that and keep it exciting and keep it worth going to work for and keep it pleasing people like you. And I gotta say, I'm really, really grateful that Kurt decided to take us on this trip, especially to take me on this trip. And that's been such a great ride. So thank you, Kurt, for the creation.
Wow, thank you. I'm verklempt. And I echo that. You know, in all our interviews, I was, you know, how we're just one big fucked up family, and you know, this is such a bittersweet experience. You know, I prefer living in denial, so I hate shit like this because it makes it difficult. So, but you know, I love everyone at this table, and we have an amazing crew, and you know, and it's here's the thing I'm most grateful for is that I walk through our set, and you know, I know that that everybody wants to be there, and everyone's really grateful, and everyone likes to show up to work, and that's really, you know, that's the gift for me. So thank you. And now I just want to continue to feed my bottom line, so I'm going to pitch you something. Just so you know, everyone at this table has really helped create the mythology that you guys have fallen in love with, and you know, we are having serious conversations about our prequel, and you know, we really, because of you folks, because of your sort of voracious appetite for what it is we do, we've branched out. We have the comic book, which is doing well, and we have now moved into full-on novelization. And this is our first full Sons of Anarchy novel. It's called Labrava, and if you'll allow me to read this, because I'm an idiot. It will release in fall of 2014. It is now available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble, pre-order. And the story takes place, you know, I wanted to find something that lived in our mythology that you all know and love, that didn't necessarily impact the things that had to happen. So the story takes place after season 4, and it follows Jax, Opie, and Chivs, who get into some really sort of gnarly things with the Russians, and the Russian crew is called Labrava. So it's the characters you know and love in the world that you know and love, and but it's a completely different story. So if you care to continue to partake, check out the novels, and if it does well, I'm hoping, like William Shatner, I will continue to flourish as a guy who has other people write shit and slaps his name on it.
We're going to take some audience questions, and then we'll be sure to leave about 5 minutes for Kurt's annual trivia game. Right? All right, so let's go to the audience questions. Go
How you
ahead.
doing, Paulie? Cheaters, San Diego. I love all you guys. Katey, I've loved you since you were a Bundy. All right, with the show going to be ending soon, it's going to leave a big void. I was wondering if you guys thought about a spin-off where another MC could take over and possibly have some cameos.
Musical.
Yeah, musical. No, there'll be no spin-offs. You know, I think spin-offs really work well, obviously, in procedural dramas, which this is not. But as I said 5 minutes ago, and clearly you're high, that, as you all should be, that, you know, to me, the most interesting thing about our mythology is the origins. And because we don't do flashbacks on the show, the prequel will be about the origins between John Teller and Piney Winston. And my sense right now is that I don't know if it'll be a full-on series, it may just be a mini-series, but our hope is that we let the mythology rest for a couple seasons and then come back and do the prequel. So we're having conversations about that, so.
Go ahead.
I really love your show, and Kurt, I think you're amazing. We all know how season 6 brutal finale came to an end. Are you planning on addressing Jack's vengeance right away or prolong it throughout the season?
I think that the thing I talked a lot about this on the panels today is that my favorite thing about this season is that it's the first time our hero has been, or it's the most proactive our hero has been throughout the entire series. Jax is a guy who's kind of a deep thinker, tends to be impulsive, and is often reacting to chaos or trying to put together pieces of the chaos created by previous leadership. So this season, he comes out sort of with blinders on, singular in purpose, and is driven. And rather than being the reactor to chaos, he is the inciter of chaos. And to me, it's almost like writing a brand new character. And I gotta tell you, and you know, obviously, I love the guy, but man, just watching the first 4 episodes, Charlie's just fucking killing it. And I think it'll be really satisfying.
Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. My question is for Mr. Kurt Sutter, and my question is, I read that you are occasionally going to write for movies in the future, so how different is the control you have over projects between TV and film?
Funny you should ask. No, you know, I started out doing features. I love features. I have a feature being shot as we speak in Pittsburgh. Antoine Fuqua is doing a movie called Southpaw that I wrote with Jake Gyllenhaal and Forrest Whitaker and Rachel McAdams. And it's different for me because I'm not used to being rewritten. I'm not used to people improvising, and you ultimately have to let go of that control. And really, I've been doing pages, I've been doing rewrites every night for Antoine, and you know, you get to the point where you realize that you have to look at the creative process as a whole and the result as a whole, and you kind of have to let go of, or I should say, I have to let go of my control stuff and really support the guy who is in control of the vision. And in features, that's the director, you know. And it is, you have to put on a different hat and make the adjustment. And sometimes that's easier than other times.
Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Vicky, and I want to say that I love all of you and all of your characters, especially Chips. I just wanted to ask...
Fantastic taste. Love it.
To all of you, looking back to the beginning of Sons, what was your most favorite scene to do? And Kurt, for you to write or act out as Otto, and Paris, I guess for you to shoot.
My favorite scene was the Otto love scene in the premiere of season 6.
And only your favorite scene.
That was a great one. My favorite scene was the short that Charlie wrote that we saw today. We had so much fun. We did it in an hour. The guys got to be, you know, not their characters for a little bit. It was like a breath of fresh air. It was just so much fun to do. And, you know, we go back to, you know, these guys are really funny, and a lot of times on this show, they're darkly humorous, but they don't get to show how crazy they really are. That's what our life on the set is like. You saw it. That's what it's like. But seriously, you can't beat Balm when Gemma reveals that she was raped to the family for her nefarious Gemma-like ways. That's still my favorite scene that I've ever been a part of on Sons. It was just so well constructed by the boss, well played by her. And that first take, when she told the story off camera, and we looked at Clay, we looked at Charlie, that was their reaction to hearing that story. and it was deep, and it was really fantastic. And then eventually we turned around and she told the story, but first they were just watching it as if they had not heard it. We tried not to rehearse it all and kept it fresh, and it was just, it's just dynamite. I can't watch that without tearing up today. There's a guy in a rabbit suit.
Wow.
I like that. Sexy.
Ooh, that's Pooh.
Oh, it's Pooh. Oh, it's Winnie the Pooh. Right, I'm sorry. It's Winnie the Pooh. I have a little flair. Sorry, I didn't realize you were a Pooh.
Where'd you get the mushrooms?
I have to say.
All right.
Now I'm fully erect.
Love your work, love the show. This question is actually for Katey and Theo. I was wondering, in terms of the Sons of Anarchy series, would you guys ever consider having a threesome with me?
I will take off the Pooh suit. Take off the Pooh suit.
No, in the Pooh suit.
Yeah, we gotta see what you look like. I mean, I
I think a better shot with Tig, maybe. I don't know.
I will say, occasionally I make her put on the wig.
Not the first person to try that in a Winnie the Pooh costume. You ain't gonna get let in by that Pooh costume.
Oh yes, Comic-Con.
Go ahead.
Thank you for all these characters, and everybody else, thank you for portraying them without a fault. This question is for anybody. What is your, not including your character, but anybody, what is your most shocking moment throughout the entire series? Whether you read it or when you were reading the script or when it was filmed, what hit you with the most surprise?
I'm gonna take this one, and I'm gonna take it for a reason. When Venus first showed up, she was wearing, the all black latex, and we were shooting this scene. And for me, we were all, I had the camera, we were all there, we were all doing our thing, and Tig was, googly-eyed and, in love, and we started. But what we did see was a lot more than I expected, because it was very hot, and there was a lot of testicles flying over. And the big guy who was also in a very similar small costume. So I would say the most shocking scene for me was through that camera that I was holding.
I want to answer it too, because I remember, I don't know why it keeps coming up every time I see Adam Arkin, we sort of reminisce about it, but there was the scene in season 3 when we went to Ireland and we had to find the baby in the orphanage. And so I had to carry the child and put a gun to the baby's head. And I have 3 kids. This was a very hard scene for me to separate.
And they're very well behaved.
But it was really hard, to the point where Adam and I were both like, I don't think we can do this. I don't think we can do this. Because these babies were, it was just horrible. But the one shot they ended up taking, the baby did the perfect thing. And as I'm holding the baby and I put the gun and the kid just looks at me and goes, "Wah!" like that. And it was just so gut-wrenching. I was glad the day was over. The entire experience was really very difficult to stay in Gemma mode.
Kim's daughter in the pit.
Really bad. The dark of the
wow, bad.
Anything Coach does.
I do think that one of the joys of all of us as actors is seeing the finished product like you. Last season, the final show, we're not there. I wasn't there. We're not there to see it. Theo was, of course, Katey was. Those are some of the most memorable, unbelievable things to see what all of us are doing when we're not on set and then see the finished product. It's been quite magic for that whole thing to happen.
This season, there was
one scene.
That's
Great tease. There's one scene this season. Okay, next question.
brutal. Oh, shit, yeah. Oh my goodness.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, there's a little discussion.
I know.
I'm Jesse. This series has been absolutely incredible, and this whole cast is just so talented. And my question is, for the whole cast, would you guys, it would be an honor, would you guys consider having an orgy with...
What?
Where's your poo suit? That's episode 6.
Back down, Paris.
Yes.
Okay, well, we have time for one more question from the audience, and then we're going to go to Kurt's trivia.
Yes, you can fuck me in the ass.
Just get it over
with sex questions.
Oh, sorry, no sex questions here, but yeah, I represent one of the biker gang, clubs in NorCal. I just want to tell you guys, thank you guys for all the fantastic biker seasons and years, man. Long live Sons of Anarchy, guys. And David, aka Happy, you're the best freaking enforcer right there, man. SOA!
All right, Kurt, time for your...
I think I would have preferred the sex question. Oh yeah, here we go. This is a little trivia. These are from here's another plug for my bottom line, the Sons of Anarchy trivia game. And I picked ones that I would actually know the answer to, because some of them are ridiculously hard. Okay, how are we doing this? Who's picking? Somebody out there picking? Okay, no one's answering me. It's like I'm home.
Just raise your hand.
Which high-ranking member of the Galindo cartel buys Sam Crow's entire stock of guns?
Don't say it out loud.
Don't yell it out loud.
Oh, got it right there. Can we get her a mic or?
Last name, please. Perfect. Give her the badge and give her one of those ridiculous T-shirts that someone had made for me.
There she
Yeah,
is.
there you go. She wrote up. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Where's the ridiculous T-shirt? Who's got the T-shirts? Katie?
Oh, over here.
Give
Okay.
us a T-shirt.
This is, I want you to know that I didn't have these made. I am in no way creating my own cult, although it's a good idea. These were made based on my outrage against Google, but they're the Idiot Prophet shirts. But, so we're gonna give those away too. All right, here we go. Here we go.
It says